Hello and welcome back to the Masked Player Tournament. I am, in the context of this tournament, I am Goryteller, and I am playing this time against 28 turns later. This is round 2 of 3 of the Swiss pools. And I had a losing match in the first round. Lost 2.5 to 1.5 to Night War on Elm Street, but that was the best losing record. Nobody else had a tie. So, it was all either like 2-2, 3, or 3-1. So I'm like in 11th place or something like that. Anyway, presumably 28 turns later, lost 3-1, but I didn't actually check that for sure. All right, what are we doing on this board? We've got research and dismantle and trade as trashing. Encampment, lackeys for draw. You can do stuff with supplies. That'll make it easier to pair encampment and gold. Opening lackeys is usually pretty good. Research, I think, is reasonable. Although dismantle does get the gold for the encampment. So the plus buy is spices. Okay, I think I'm going to go for lackeys. I think I am going to go for dismantle. It is a worse copper trasher than research for sure. It could be correct. It could be correct to open research, get a dismantle later. Is dismantle going to be a useful card to have in general? Is a good question. Like, we might want to go for spices first and then get the gold. In which case, opening research would be better. Yeah, let's go with research. I don't know. I'm not super confident in this either way. Okay, so we either see our lackeys next turn or we don't. We don't trigger a shuffle. There's also the research down there. So we probably will trigger a shuffle one way or another. I was thinking about Ghost Town. Did I want to get a card further into my shuffle? Could also just pick up another lackeys. Could take an encampment. Ghost Town means we're guaranteed to see one of research or lackeys, which is pretty good. So maybe I'll do that. Okay. So let us research this estate, play lackeys, grab a spices. And now I might just buy a gold if I hit 6. Let's see. Even registered that Way of the Worm was on this board. Okay, so we do hit 6. We also have 2 coffers, so we could convert those coffers into an encampment. I think that makes sense. Since we've got the plus buy anyway, let's go ahead and get gold encampment. Maybe we just never get dismantle, and if that's the case, that's fine. All right, so ideally here we draw this research off of our Ghost Town here, so we can research another estate, but it's not very likely. If we hit I guess most likely draw, of course, is copper, in which case, yeah. Down to... I mean, we don't need to have all the encampments, but I think encampment is a better card than whatever else I'd be looking at here. And if my opponent buys the last encampment, I'll be able to buy... what's it? Spoils? Not spoils. Plunder. That's the word. That is the word that I'm looking for. Research in the bottom 3 cards. Not ideal. We will get to research a copper, which is kind of nice, kind of not. I don't know. Well, assuming we find it. I mean, I guess we can trigger the shuffle. Okay, so they don't take the last encampment. Interesting. Okay, well, we've got 7 coins right now. So we could take encampment plunder if we don't draw on. Another thing we could do is we could draw on. We know... That's pretty awkward. We have another encampment in these cards, but we're not going to have a gold to pair it with unless we draw it, like, as one of the... Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty bad shuffle. It will be a short shuffle, and we can play encampment as Way of the Worm, I guess. I want to trash. I want to get encampment plunder. I guess to do both of those things. And do this. Go encampment plunder. We're going to play this encampment as a worm, and we're going to buy lackeys, I think. I can't really see much reason to do otherwise. I don't really think I care too much if I don't like get all the plunders. Like I'm mostly just concerned about being able to keep my encampments. Okay, well this is not ideal. Yeah, so my opponents gained 3 golds, but they've had to take 3 coppers to do it. I mean, I guess you could say they've turned 3 estates into coppers and then also gained 3 golds or something like that. So we have a 2 in 11 chance of drawing a plunder or a gold. I don't really like those odds. We can, like, just take a couple more estates, maybe take a ghost town. One of their lackeys. Lackeys might be, well, Yeah, I don't want to put these encampments back. The fact that I have something useful to do with them helps a lot. I'm just not sure whether I want to draw a card now or draw 2 cards later, sort of thing. Ghost town versus lackeys. It's not really important that we have the village effect. But it will make it more likely that the remaining encampment that we have down there gets paired up with plunder or gold. I think I will buy the ghost town. Okay. Well, hopefully we either draw encampment here or... set it aside with research, I guess. Okay. So we know, actually, we know we don't have, like, encampments down here. We do have a plunder, and it would be nice to store that away for the encampments that are in our coming up in our shuffle. So let's do the research first. 2 lackeys. Okay, that also works. That also works. All right, 8. I think we're going to take another plunder and do another lackeys or another ghost town. We've got 2 lackeys already set aside. This last card is a plunder, right? And the ghost town would save our villagers. I'm not sure how important that's actually going to be. But I'll grab a ghost town. Oh, well, it looks like it wasn't going to be important. That's okay. We are going to need another spices soon, I think. I'm not really into gaining more golds, but Dismantle could be a card to pick up here as a way to gain more spices if we need more plus buy. Did they just research a gold? Okay, yeah, I was like looking at how thin the remaining deck was, but yeah, that's why. I've trashed 2 estates, they've trashed 3. I think they've trashed more copper. They do have an extra research, so it stands to reason. Ghost town spices. Okay. And encampment, lackeys. We have way too much money. Actually, let's reconsider this a bit. Do we want to trade? Nah, trade's pretty whatever. But what do we needed? Yeah, we clearly need more spices. Did not expect to draw this well this turn. We could take another dismantle. I mean, we're not going to draw as well next turn because we don't have the research incoming. We do have 2 ghost towns, so that helps. But like adding dismantle spices is a little. Maybe dismantle isn't the way to go. Maybe just. Although the dismantle research combo to like research golds has some merit to it, certainly. There's also a question of like, how are we ultimately scoring here? Are we going for vineyards or are we going for provinces? We don't have a ton of actions in our deck right now. We're gonna need to get more plus buy for that to change in a big way. Supplies would help. So there's stuff to gain. I think I'm gonna go spices for sure. And then could just take another lackeys and just like draw through rather than thinning. 10 coin lackeys. Anyone? Sure. Yeah, I'm really not sure about the other thing is like there may be a pile out before we really get to the point of getting too much in terms of vineyards or provinces. Like plunders are at 3, lackeys are at 5, estates are at 4, ghost towns are at 4. It's also possible we should have taken 2 spices, but like I said, I don't expect to draw as well this turn, so I think 3 buys will be a reasonable amount. For now. Yeah, I mean, the dismantle is definitely doing work. It's definitely doing work. But my opponent is not going to have a 6-card research coming in next turn, so they do have 4 buys. That's pretty good. Maybe they'll just buy a bunch of lackeys, and then they will continue to draw. they going to buy a province? Because if they don't, I have a points lead. Miles are low. I doubt I can get 3 spices. Well, yeah, I definitely can't get 3 spices and 3 lackeys. That is very clear. I would need the dismantle to do that. And I might pick one up this turn. We'll see. Okay, so they did go for triple lackeys. Unfortunate. Although, yeah, I guess it's not that bad. Under lackeys. Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, so the situation is our opponent has 4 buys with the potential to get to a 5th by playing dismantle. They could also get a bunch of estates with lackeys as worm, although their ability to draw while doing that is questionable. If I go like Spice's Province, they can't realistically catch me. Same thing with Dismantle Province, which is probably actually better. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I mean, I could spend a coffer on another lackeys as well. That might make sense. They still would need either like 4 gains plus 4 worm plays, and then they still wouldn't be fun points. Yeah, that should be pretty safe. Okay, let's do that. Lackeys, dismantle, province. Got a plunder set aside, so this is a safe encampment play. Unfortunately, we didn't get any ghost towns into play, so we're gonna have to draw through those. But Lackeys province probably would have been reasonable too, really, but I want to at least be able to threaten getting that extra buy, while meanwhile being able to clean up coppers instead, if that makes more sense. It might be safe for my opponent to take the last lackeys, or it might not. I'm not sure. Like, it'll depend on how well I draw and how many estates I can worm. Because I do have enough gains now that I can like buy plunder lackeys, dismantle for the other plunder. I guess I was talking about gains from my opponent where they would dismantle into a spices and buy, but obviously they could just dismantle into the card that they wanted to empty itself. But the point is I can do the same thing. Okay, so they take a province and a potion. Right, so potion makes some sense, but let's see. So we don't have any of our spices in hand. Okay. Now we have 1 spices. Not going to be sufficient. And now we have still just 1 spices, which is pretty annoying. Okay, so we have I have all 3 of our ghost towns. So we should draw reasonably well next turn, even though we don't have the... We have an encampment down here. We won't have the research coming in. I think we have probably 1 more lackeys. We can also buy another one. Or a ghost town. I think I'm just going to thin a copper. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can buy a province. We could buy probably another lackeys. Vineyard is going to give our opponent like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe they have 5 lackeys, so maybe they're at like 10. So Vineyard's going to be worth like a duchy or maybe a little bit more. So if I buy province and I'm at 18, 19, 20, they buy province, vineyard, they're at like 16. They'd have to empty estates and 1 other pile. Yeah, I don't see that happening. So I think, I mean, taking a 4th ghost town could make sense. I'd rather get the potion off the dismantle if we're going to do that, so I don't really want to go that direction. I could leave the lackeys there and grab like a sage. It's a little bit of anti-synergy with the encampments, which is kind of a lot with the encampments and the lackeys. Never mind, sage is terrible. I mean, lackeys is slightly easier to get for my opponent, so from a pile standpoint, lackeys is better to take than ghost town anyway. Yeah, let's just go province, lackeys. Three ghost towns. We might end up... I need to return this encampment, though. Guess we'll see if we draw any. I mean, we might draw lackeys, we might draw... you know, gold or spices. So the opponent definitely has one more encampment play, which means they can dismantle and draw something, although maybe not guaranteed because they're going to gain 2 cards off the dismantle and they have 1 card on top of their deck. I would assume if they have... Did we split the lackeys 5-5? I mean, it seems likely, but... I mean, if they have another lackeys in hand, then it should be an easier choice. But maybe they're just not sure what to get. I would think gold into gold spices, if they're not trying to pile out right now, which I don't really think is realistic. I mean, they might want another action card for their vineyards, but I mean, I guess they could take supplies. Yeah, okay, gold spices. They do have another lackeys, yeah. So we're probably 5-5 on the lackeys. Weird that they used a villager there. Unless the encampment was the top card, I guess that is possible. I guess they could have also gone for another potion. That would have been reasonable. So yeah, 5 buys is not enough to pile, regardless. Presumably they take Vineyard. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 actions. Oh, all the coffers. Double province, okay. Sage is so bad. It's a weird buy to me. Weird buy. All right, so if we were going to pile this turn, the way to do it would probably be ghost towns and estates. We've only got 3 buys. We'd have to play 4. We'd have to find both of our spices, hit 9 coins. 9 coins shouldn't be too difficult, and then play Worm 4 times. We've got 5 lackeys, 3 encampments, a research, and a dismantle. So that's 10 action cards. So we would only want to play 6 of them. Okay. There's a plunder. Still need another spices. Okay, that's 2 spices. We are 1 action card short, though. What are the odds that we draw 2 actions with the lackeys? This is 4 of our actions. Yeah, we're probably going to be short. We need to draw exactly research dismantle, or else we can't do it. It's pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. Oh, we have another encampment. Right. Okay, so let me double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4 estates. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 buys, 3 ghost towns. Yep. Cool. I am not sure whether the early dismantle was a good idea in the end or not. Like I'm not sure if that was if like not doing that was good, or if I mean I was first player. Like certainly the dismantle was doing some good things on that board, but I don't know. I could believe it was correct and that there were other reasons that I ended up winning that game. Like my opponent maybe just not making some other decisions correctly or something, but I'm really not sure. Okay, so we have upgrade fortress. That's exciting. Maybe we can upgrade it into tragic heroes and then duchies, I guess. The draw is pretty much tragic hero, so that's going to be tricky to manage. We can use storeroom to decrease hand size, I guess. Although, yeah, it's kind of awkward. Upgrade is the trashing. I mean, I guess trade route, but so let's go for silver for sure, and then do we want? Oh, well, that's better. Do we just want to go double silver? I think we just want to go double silver. Okay. Get the upgrade. Three again. We could go ahead and take a storeroom. It's not amazing right now. Trade route. Huh. I guess you gotta take something. I think I would rather just take silver. Putting one more silver in this shuffle does make it a lot more likely that we hit double 5 versus taking a storeroom, which we can take off the upgrade. So I think I'm going to take another silver. All right. Now I'm going to take a storeroom, I think. And a tragic hero. We should be able to get a fortress here. We could ball for double fortress. I think that's probably fine. Oh yeah, taking another upgrade would probably make sense too. Yeah, we should do that. All right, maybe now we ball for double fortress. It's a lot of upgrades. A lot of upgrades. I think if I draw exactly my storeroom here, I'm just going to turn it into a fortress. Leprechaun. Whoa, okay. That is what happened. Oh. Alright, well... we have plus buy in the deck now. Let's just grab another fortress. Whoa, hello. Okay, do we want a bank? I can't believe my opponent has gained 6 upgrades and no tragic heroes. Seems very strange. Right, so wait, we have 4 fortresses? We could ball for the last 2. I don't know how important that is, but I guess if we're going to play with tragic hero, it could be kind of important. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it, do it, do it. I would like one more upgrade, but I guess I'm not going to get one. Jeez Louise. Alright, well. 2 piles are empty. We're very close to the end of this game. We should probably find a way to score. Yeah, what are we going to do about that? And do we want... Like, maybe we just leave this estate in the deck. Could upgrade Fortress and another Tragic Hero. I mean, there's no third pile that's, like, immediately gonna run out. Just play the upgrade and see what we draw. So if we trash the estate, we can still buy a Tragic Hero. Estate's a pretty bad card. Yeah, this might be game right here, actually. I forgot how many upgrades my opponent had. Yeah, I think they had the right idea for how to play this board. I mean, it's possible that they won't be able to get a Tragic Hero and 2 points. They're out of fortresses. I think. And there's like no other 4s in their deck that they can upgrade into a duchy. They can't upgrade a tragic hero, but they can, yeah, if they get to a tragic hero, they can play it and presumably have enough money to maybe. Well, okay, that seems unnecessary, but I guess it was necessary, or almost necessary. Alrighty then. Yeah, that was well played by my opponent. I did not think you'd be able to just spam upgrade like that, but I guess it works out. All right. Thought, you know, hey, I want to get some draw. Turns out, need to. Oh, Storyteller! Well, we have to play with Storyteller. That much is clear. What else are we doing? Replacing fortresses instead of upgrading them, I guess. Exercising fortresses. Fortress can do all kinds of things. We're gonna want to get an exorcist. Do we just go silver exorcist? We could borrow, of course. We borrow for 5. I'm not sure if that makes sense or not. Like, replace. It's not going to be super strong on shelters. I guess we get a silver either way. Yeah, I think I want to go exorcist first and focus on replacing fortresses and not replacing cheap stuff. I mean, if we get an open silver exorcist, there's definitely a possibility that we don't hit 5, but we do have borrow, so that helps a lot. We don't need to hit double 5 anyway. Like 5-4 would be fine. That should be pretty doable. Sage. Huh. Alright, so we have, in those 7 cards, we have 5 coppers, an exorcist, and a hovel. So, like, worst case scenario, we have exorcist, hovel, 3 coppers, and we can't buy a replace or a storyteller, which might actually be a better first 5. So we could borrow here. That does increase the likelihood that Exorcist misses our shuffle, of course. Fortress doesn't really do anything for us if we don't get replace. I guess it does a little bit if we... No, not even. Never mind. So we're going to be getting wisps. It's a tough call. I think I'm going to take the fortress. The odds of the... I was going to say the odds of the 3-coin hand are quite low. But not low enough, apparently. Duchess. Unexpected. Well... Frig. Alright. Maybe we do take Sage now. Oh, damn it. Do we borrow so that we can trash a copper? I think we do. Yeah, that's what our opponent just did. They took. Oh, they didn't borrow. They took. Oh, they did borrow. They took Envoy. Is the point? Well, I mean, we have to buy. We have to go with Storyteller for drawn. Like that much is clear. Even though we probably shouldn't. Like Catacombs and Envoy are probably both better. Oh God. Should I just borrow for Catacombs? Oh man, it feels bad. We are potentially gonna windfall. No, screw it. Let's get Storyteller. We have to get Storyteller. Like, this is very important. Like, what is even the point of putting it on the like list if we're not going to buy it when it shows up, right? Right. Very important. All right, so we saw our silver. So we're actually going to trigger a shuffle here. So that's exciting, I guess. Find Fortress. Okay. We want to trigger this shuffle? Probably. We don't have any cards for no, never mind. We bought Storyteller. That's right. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so if we do 4 cards, we're very likely to be able to pair or not. Our Exorcist with a Shelter! Dang it! Alright, well, I want that replace, I think. Probably Exorcist. Pretty sad Storyteller. Pretty sad. Ugh, I really wanted to see that. Replace, and now when I track the Overgrown Estate, I'm going to draw it. That's what's going to happen. Should I don't. So what we're going to have in those 6 cards? Okay, let's say we don't draw the replace. We're going to have 3 We have 3 coppers, Necropolis, and Sage. Sage. The Sage will come to the rescue. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Unless we draw it. But yeah, I don't think I want to borrow. Do I want to just take another silver? Yeah, I guess we'll just take another silver. I do the Sage. God. This is. I think that was actually the worst card I could have drawn. Like, if I'd drawn the well, hold on. Shuffles, plays, discards a copper. It's only 1 card in the discard. Can't play both Envoy and Duchess. Do I want my opponent play Duchess? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes more sense than leaving them wisp and they just draw both cards up anyway. okay. Well, I guess I'll keep it. I guess we're gonna get like silver sage here? Top deck a sage and buy a silver? There is... Oh, wait, there's horse traders. Okay, so there is plus buy here. It's just... not great. But there's obviously also replace. Okay. Hopefully this turn we can do something of value. I've been just a little bit short of being able to do what I want to do for several turns. Poor Duchess. Why were you even gained? All right, so what do we have down here? We have Exorcist, we have our Storyteller. We do not have our Replace, we do have our Fortress. So we have a bunch of cards that the Sage is going to hit. I would ideally like to use the Sage to find the Replace. So I think I'm going to play Will-O-Wisp first, even though it's a little less likely to draw anything. Ooh. Okay, so in those 5 cards, we have Storyteller, Fortress. I also have some silver. I think I'm going to play Wisp again. Yeah. Damn it. Okay. So we do have a silver in there as well as okay, so we have we should have 6 cards in there. I think we just want to play everything. Yeah. Now I want to replace this silver into another Storyteller. But we can't Windfall. Damn it! Ah! Okay, maybe next turn. Buy a Fortress. Kill a copper. All right, this turn we should be able to like replace something, draw it up, and then Windfall, I think. I think here I'll just go ahead and start with Sage. Okay, well, let's go ahead and play Fortress, Wisp, cool. So we should have just these 2 silvers left. So as far as replacing goes, I think I would ideally like not to play both of them here. Okay. Sage should be finding Replace here. Yep. Okay. We play Wisp, we draw some coppers. We replace Fortress into... I mean, we're going to draw whatever it is, but then it's not actually going to be... I mean, I guess we could take another Replace? Do I even want to Windfall? I'm not sure. Replace fortress into something, and then we can. I mean, we could just take another replace. We play fortress. I think I do want a windfall. It increases my draw a lot. Which means what? I think I'll go ahead and grab another replace. Draw that. Play that. No treasures. End actions. Windfall. Crash a copper. We're not going to be able to... Well, we can replace fortress into fortress, I guess. If we want to play both replaces this turn. Our opponent apparently has imps. When did that happen? Silver into imp. Envoy into imp. Okay. If we can keep all the fortresses, and maybe that's what I should have done last turn, is exercise fortress into imp, but I do want to kill the coppers. I guess I could have replaced a second exorcist. I don't know. Killing a copper. I was killing a copper compared to gaining an imp anyway. I'm not really sure. Anyway, the other nice thing about Windfall is we can replace golds into provinces. So that's like another way to win the game without necessarily like investing in plus buy. So something to keep in mind. I admittedly was not thinking about it until just now, but like replacing a couple golds into provinces, then like buying another Windfall would be a reasonable thing to do. Although probably not do it. Maybe not yet. Like maybe we want to get some more deck control first, but maybe we do it once. I'm not sure. It'll also depend on whether we're playing the golds with the storytellers, obviously. I'm pretty sure that playing with storyteller here is not as good as playing with the terminal draw, just because like it's like awkward if you're gonna do something like that. Like, oh, I want to play, like trash the gold, but then I also need to play it with storyteller to draw. Like, but I guess we got to play with storyteller. We don't have a choice about that. Seems like my opponent did this wrong. They ended up using a catacombs to draw one card, which they presumably would not have had to draw if they had like not top decked it. I don't know. Whatever. All right, let's go ahead and play this fortress. Yeah, okay. I guess we could replace the silver here, but I think I'd rather this. I want my other fortress. Is in those 4 cards, so I can. Okay, so what else is down there? Another silver. Another gold. Fortress. I just draw all 5 cards with the storyteller now? Well, I should have another. No, I don't have another whips because I replaced it. No, that's right. Oh, I have another sage, though. Okay. Sage won't draw the copper, of course. Fortress will. I think I want to make sure I can windfall. I don't think I need to save any of this money. I think I can just go like that. Okay. So I want to replace fortress to fortress. Play sage to draw it. Then play fortress to draw that copper. And then do we want to take a province now? That's the question. So you can take a province, draw it, and still windfall. We could also exercise silver into imp if we wanted to. We'd also replace fortress into another storyteller. And then still windfall. Maybe windfalling again. I think one more windfall is good. I think I'm just going to trash the copper. Oh, no! Alright, I'm just going to buy a province this turn, then. Trash copper again. They only have 2 fortresses, so let's get rid of that. Because they're not going to be able to play the catacombs and the replace unless they can draw back to the fortress first. Yeah, replace catacombs. Pretty good. Oh, they gained a storyteller! No, you're not allowed to do that! Come on. That's my stuff. Do we? Yeah, I think. I mean, we could take an imp, but I'm just gonna go. All right, we have plenty of gold in the deck. We could just storyteller both of these golds. One action left. You've got. I think it's got to be the imp. I guess it wasn't going to matter. Maybe it was, because they could have played imp and then used that to play replace something. I don't know. And then now they can gain another fortress. So I don't think they have any more terminals they're trying to play anyway, but yeah, I would definitely like a third replace. Unfortunately, my last turn was pretty garbo. Placing Sage makes sense. Into another draw card, presumably. I think you would top deck that. That's another thing I want to do this turn is like top deck Storyteller or something. Now that we don't need to windfall. Maybe we'll windfall again at some point, but I doubt it. I think we have enough gold for the rest of the game. Why would you draw the catacombs? Oh, wanted to windfall again. Okay. Ooh, okay. Seems kind of weird to me, but I don't know. Like, you ghost the catacombs, that... Oh, it was in hand. Right, okay. Alrighty. Might as well play the Wisps, because we know we don't have anything they can draw, like, after the shuffle. Oh, okay. Alright, let's play a Fortress. So I want to gain another Replace. Replace Fortress into Fortress, play Fortress, replace Fortress into Replace, play Fortress, replace. We don't get to top deck anything that way. Still think I need another Fortress though. And I would like another Replace as well. I mean, another option here is to... Oh, if I was going to do that, I should have... All right, let's... So we have Exorcist... Is it Exorcist, Gold, Gold, Silver, Province... What did I have? What was the 5th card that I had that turn? Oh no, right. So it's Exorcist, Gold, Gold, Silver, Province. Gold, Gold, Silver, Province. So 5 cards. We haven't discarded anything. They're sages. So we can draw it all up. We play Storyteller with 2 goals, and we know we'll have enough for Province. Will we have enough for Province? Yeah. Okay. Oh. That was stupid. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I wasn't thinking about the fact that I had another fortress. I thought I only had the 2 fortresses. Okay. So I could replace Fortress into another Replace. Draw it with Storyteller. And then replace Fortress into a top deck Storyteller and buy Province. I think that's good. All right. So definitely take Province. The question is, do we want an Imp or do we want to trash a Copper? Like Silver's... Well, Silver is a block card for Sage and doesn't get drawn by Wisp. Maybe it is better to take the Imp. Or we... All right. Imp. So we have 4 replaces in our deck. That's a lot of draw. 4 replaces and 6 golds. We could somehow draw all 4 replaces and all 6 golds without spending any of them. We could empty the provinces. No, that's not true. Never mind. We would need 6 replaces and 6 gold. Anyway, we're not going to do that. That much is clear. But we could get a fair number of provinces this turn off of those golds. Get some cursing in as well. The opponent has not played any replaces. They're going to be able to do some stuff. They have spent 3 of their 6 golds on draw. I doubt they're just going to triple replace gold into province. Especially because that looks like a losing line anyway. I guess we'll see. You know what? I forgot to gain any banks last game. That seems like a mistake. Of course, would have been challenging given how quickly the game ended, but it's unfortunate. Tunnel. Huh. That is not what I was expecting. I guess I guess I can give you extra golds. You discard with horse traders. Oh. I know that my opponent has so much draw and like terminal space for all that, but that can't be all their draw. But I guess now they can replace something and then draw it if they want. Or not. I would expect them to want to top deck some kind of draw card here and then buy province, I guess? Not totally sure. It seems... Oh, Trash is the Exorcist. Huh. That's surprising. And given the existence of Fortress, like Exorcist retains value like all games, so you just keep gaining imps and wisps. They really don't have very much draw in their deck. Just the one Storyteller, the one Envoy. They've like trashed all their Catacombs. Oh no, they still have one Catacomb? No, they top deck the Catacombs. Okay. Buys Province, replace. Interesting. Okay. Well, we clearly start like that. And like that. We have enough fortresses. We don't need to save them, I don't think. I'm not even sure if we want to. Particularly. Okay. Definitely have one more fortress. Pretty confident of that. We have 4 of them. So, okay, so how much draw do we want to expend here? Like, if we... How many provinces do we need to take in order to feel safe? If we take 3 provinces, we're at... We can get back to... We can get to 30 points. Like, we can presumably trash that curse. We can take 3 provinces while playing both of these golds and the silver, for a total of 9 cards of draw. So then, yeah, if we are at 30 points, our opponent would be down to 5 points. And they wouldn't have an Exorcist to trash curses, so their only option to do that would be to use Replace to either trash curses or gain cards to trash curse. Either way, you know. So they'd be down by 25 points. They could get 12, well, call it 14 back from replacing into provinces. Leaving them 11 behind, which would be like 3 duchies, just like 3 duchies plus the replace points for the first 2 of them. Is if they get 4 replace trashes that are into green cards, I take -4. So really, I guess what I should say is I'd be at like 26 and they'd be at 5. And then they would go 5 was 12, 17, 2 more duchies, 23. So I'd still have a 2-point lead. They would have some money. But I mean, maybe I can buy something with my remaining money. Yeah, it's unclear. We could also just draw 6 cards and keep one of these golds. We're not going to be able to replace like 4 golds. I'm pretty sure that's just too ambitious. But we don't maybe need to draw with this gold right now. Okay. Hey. So right now, we can do... If we're not saving the fortress, we can just play it. We have 4 cards in here. 2 of them are replaces... Well, 3 cards plus the curse. 2 of them are replaces, and 1 of them is a gold. Or is that right? There's a gold in the trash. Why is there a gold in the trash? I didn't give them a curse. Why is there a gold in the trash? Oh, did they trash gold into Ghost? I think that's what they did. Yeah, okay. But I still have my 6 golds. So if we play all 4 of these, maybe we can replace into 4 provinces. That should be pretty winning. Even if we don't get to do anything else. Yeah. Okay. And now they don't take the last province, we just replace province into province. I don't really know what they need to do to come back, but it seems like it would be a lot of points. Does not seem realistic for them to get enough. Hmm. I don't think it matters. Replace semi-megaturn. Glorious. Only drawing with Storyteller. I guess I did gain an imp, but Storyteller best card, confirmed. So if they gain 4 duchies, 3 more duchies, that puts them at 16. Me at 32. Yeah, it's no way. No way. Okay. No chance. Part of me wants to like replace Fortress into Storyteller here to maximize the number of Storytellers in my deck, but I will refrain from that. All right. So we got the lead. Let's see if we can keep it. All right, no obligatory cards this time. 28 turns later. I don't know what you would put on your like list for that, but I don't see that Necromancer or literally just Necromancer is particularly well. I guess it's like zombies. Okay, that's, you know what? No, props to them. They did it. They did it. All right. So what are we doing here? There's Cathedral and we have a 5/2. So like either we're very sad or maybe for some reason we aren't. Let's see if we can figure out. Shepherd, huh? So you know what this board doesn't have is plus buy. So we just want to like single province, and that means we're not going to be like activating paddocks or anything. We might be able to get villagers out of Ironmonger. So if we go for Cathedral, well, we're not going to be able to buy Cathedral on turn 2 if we don't buy it here, is the other thing. So I mean, we could open Tormentor to get an imp. Maybe just one, but oh man. I think buying Cathedral is going to be correct, but I'm not actually totally sure because the gains are limited and like the estates are worth double points. There's also Fairgrounds and Nobles to add some additional like alt VP. It's tricky. That is tricky. I mean, if we get some Ironmongers into our deck, we will have some village effect. We also get a livery we can maybe sustainably draw, or like Paddock would help. Oh man, it's I mean, it could also be correct though to not buy Cathedral and use Ironmongers to sift coppers. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get the Tormentor anyway. Is this actually a Cathedral skip board? My opponent seems to think so. Well, if we were going to get Cathedral, this would be the time to do it. For sure. I kind of think, though, that it is skippable. Kind of think it is. We take... Yeah, I think I'm gonna... I don't know. It makes me nervous, but... Alright, so what are we taking here? I think paddock is reasonable. I think livery is reasonable. Like, pretty much everything that we want. Oh, there's sauna! Oh god, I'm so dumb. Okay, that does change things. I just totally overlooked that. Alright, sauna... Sauna's not likely to trash now. On the other hand, it's not a terminal. Everything that we want costs 4 or more. So livery is likely to be active. On the other hand, we're not going to get to buy multiple cards. So it's not going to be like that good. It's going to be gaining like 1 horse. So I guess paddock is probably just better. So pretty much we're looking at paddock, sauna, ironmonger, BB shepherd, probably not. Let's get the paddock. We'll aim to get a sauna this shuffle, but like the odds of them being paired up this shuffle just aren't very good. I think we need to start getting some ironmongers, given that we don't have other sorts of plus actions, even though we hit 5. Hopefully we're not going to draw both of our terminals here. Hopefully. What I would really like... We sell like 5 of our 9 coins. Yeah, what I would really like to... Well, I guess... Yeah, we're going to hit 5 either way, but I think we still have to take a sauna. I guess I just want to hit paddock, because then I get the horses into my shuffle. Okay. Oh. The synergy. Oh, that's rude. Do we want to play this horse? See our silver. I mean, we want to get through this shuffle. I guess we want to play the horse. We've already hit 5, right? So, like, that part. Nobles does look reasonable on 6. We do want plus actions, and it combos well with Ironmonger. I think I will take one. Alright, this is a nice end to the shuffle, at least. I guess there's a possibility that we'll, like, have to leave it in a state top decked or something. That'd be annoying, but... Like... It won't matter anyway. We'll have enough money to buy what we want. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense to trigger this shuffle, I think. Okay, so we can buy another Nobles. I think I'm actually down for that. We've got Imps. 2 Imps, 2 Nobles, 1 Ironmonger, 1 Sauna, 1 Paddock, 1 Tormentor. We might want to pick up a Shepherd at this point now that we have the Nobles. I mean, we probably don't want to discard Nobles with Shepherd, but depending on, you know, the situation, we might. I'm definitely not going to help my opponent lower the sauna pile any further. They can have the second sauna. That's... Alrighty then. Let's grab another Ironmonger. 3 imps. That is so unlikely. State. I mean, at some point it does make sense. So we can just blow through the shuffle with this nobles. What else is down there? Our paddock. I think I'd rather play the horse, find the paddock. Oh. Okay. Well, damn. Alright, so if we trigger this shuffle, we get to draw 5 cards. Was this the turn? No, this was not the turn. Okay, yeah, you know what? That's probably fine. If it means I get to... Well, yeah. Okay. I think we are going to go ahead and just trash Hopper over his state. The question is, do we invest in more draw, or do we just take a province? Our deck is not reliable by any means right now, but I don't know that it's ever going to be with the lack of plus buy. We don't have a shepherd, but we can always buy one the next time we hit 4, which is gonna happen. I think I'm going to grab the province. Discard Pasture, because we don't have Shepherd. And like, in theory, if we were to hit that with Ironmonger, it'd be better. Not that we will, but... I would imagine my opponent is facing the same choice. Do I invest in the province or invest in the draw? The draw. Okay, unfortunately I hit 3, which is not the number that I wanted. I can take another silver, and that will allow me to do a little bit more trashing with Sauna. So I guess I will do that. But yeah, I really would have liked to hit 4 there. That was pretty terrible. Can't even be blamed on my province buy because I didn't see the province. I hadn't gotten attacked. It worked out. But I did. Man. Really, another Tormentor. Well, play the nobles for cards and stop. Or we can play imp nobles for extra cards. We do have some more horses in the shuffle. We can find our other silver, we get to trash more. We have another nobles down there as well. Alright. Dang it, I was really hoping to draw the Tormentor. We draw on both of our silvers. I don't really want the Tormentor on top, so I think I will draw it. Well, that was a good turn. Cool. The imps are like amazing here because like they combine so well with the horses. I wasn't really thinking about that before, but oh, we can go. Do we? Maybe it makes more sense to imp the paddock. Yeah, I think the reason I'm winning is because I have 3 imps. Like, I'm not totally sure about that, but okay. I don't think I'm going to draw with this nobles. I think I'm just going to buy a shepherd. Like, I had the tempo advantage already. Even if my opponent buys province this turn and next turn, I will still have a lead. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to take shepherd here. Get some more reliability. I mean, yeah, of course, it's possible that if I play nobles for cards, I hit province, but it's not at all likely because I've trashed copper, and most of my money is going to be coming from, like, most of the money in the rest of my deck, at least, is coming from the Paddock and the Tormentor. And to a lesser extent, the Ironmonger. I mean, I think I have enough copper plus the pasture, but, oh, gross. No, not my sauna! Oh, that's so rude. That is so rude. Oh my god! Hmm. 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 I do kind of need the Tormentor, I guess. We have 5 here. Go ahead and play this for cards. 6, huh? Man, losing the pasture is so bad. Ugh. Like, makes Fairgrounds worse. Costs us 3 points. Okay, so we can play the Paddock and then play the horse. Okay, let me think about Fairgrounds for a second. So we have Province Estate, Curse, that's 3. Silver, Copper is 5. Paddock is 6. Tormentor is 7. Nobles is 8. Shepherd is 9. Ironmonger is 10. Imp is 11. Fairgrounds is 12. So it's definitely worth 4 points, anyway. It'd be pretty hard to get it to be worth. I guess we've got horse, so we can get to we're at 13. Let's. All right, we've already got our 8. We do want to drive through this shuffle. And I guess we did. The curse does mean that we didn't actually lose ground on Fairgrounds. I'm not sure that we're going to ever go in for Fairgrounds particularly, but if we hit 6, it's definitely something to consider. I mean, Nobles might be better. I guess we'll have to see things play out. Damn it. Miserable. Oh my god. This is like, I've lost 5 points. Diluted. Yeah, I've lost 5 points between that and the losing the pasture, which is the only reason that this is a tie game now. I am second player, so I still have the advantage if I can hit province. Okay, interesting. So we can discard the nobles for 2 cards. Does that make sense? I think it might. Okay. I guess the reason to play the imp and to get further into the shuffle is just to like get back to the shepherd. So do that. Keep that. It's like nothing we can really get to that's like relevant here, but we could leave the Ironmonger on top. But we know we've seen most of our good cards, so let's. Envy. That might actually make a difference. Now, there are hexes that would cause me to lose the game if my opponent hits me with them and buys a province, but I think I'm just going to have to take that chance. Oh my gosh. I mean, my opponent only has 1 silver, I guess, so it's not very likely to matter. Envy. Could matter a bit. It basically is just going to come down to they have like, they could end up giving me a curse, they could give me twice miserable, or they could hit me with like a locusts that, so there's like, depending on what it hits, it'd give me a curse. So there's like a, somewhere between 1 in 6 and 1 in 3 chance of that, depending. And like, yeah, maybe if I had realized it was envious, which I did not, maybe it would have been better not to play the Tormentor and to just buy province. It probably would have been better not to play the Tormentor. Oh well. The odds are still in my favor. They would have been more in my favor if my opponent had to go through envious, obviously. So that was a mistake for sure. Famine? Okay, don't care. Greed, don't care. Boom. Yes. Excellent. Cha. Oh. You really not hit 8? Like after drawing your entire deck, or is it just you're not going to buy it anyway? I guess you're just not going to anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I mean, I guess I do care about those things in the sense that it's possible that it will cost me the ability to hit province, but it doesn't look that way because I am almost there as it is. That will do it. Woo! True. Yeah, I got lucky having the Shepherd top decked. I'm not sure if they're trying to suggest that I like should have lost the game. Not really. I don't know. I mean, I didn't have to have that good of a turn to at least keep pace. But anyway, so yeah. That might be true. I mean, it wasn't really clear to me. I mean, the thing is, my opponent bought 3 estates, had 2 shepherds. Like, that's not the ratio that you want. I mean, I think the paddock... I definitely think the paddock was better, like, early on, and was helping me out a lot. But yeah, I mean, that kind of board like is gonna be pretty high variance, because like the lack of plus buy is gonna push you to try to green early, but then like you're gonna, you know, you're not really gonna get full deck control too much. I guess part of the problem for my opponent is arguably they over trashed. Like maybe that's why they got the second Tormentor. Although I don't know why you would do that over paddock, but that they had only by the end they only had 2 coppers. I guess their silver got trashed right at the end. So that okay, so they had 2 coppers and a silver and a pasture, and then they had the 2 tormentors, and like that, I guess, plus Ironmonger revealing yellow is like the only money in their deck, which is not a lot. I mean, I didn't have a ton either, but I had a little bit more with the extra silver and fewer trash coppers. Not that like trashing coppers was bad, but you know, I guess the way that I'm looking at it, like the second sauna was probably like bad tempo, because even though you got to trash more, like it wasn't really doing anything else for your deck, and you don't have that many gains. That's my initial thought at it, but I'm not totally positive. It'd be interesting to see how a Cathedral deck would have done there. I could believe that it would be correct, but well, I guess we'll never know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you for the next one, whenever that is, which, again, when this video goes up, will probably be immediately. But until then.